G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran and welcome to another GuitarZero2Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson I'll be teaching you how to play You Owe Me by the Chainsmokers. Now for the basics of this song, you'll need your guitar in standard tuning and you'll need a capo on the second fret of your guitar. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Alright, let's get stuck into the intro of the song, and we just have 5 chords here and no strumming pattern, so we're just going to strum each chord once and hold it out. So our 5 chords for this intro are G, then we have C, C/B, so you lift your ring and middle finger, and your middle finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, that's C/B, then we have E minor, and then back to C. Now in terms of timing for these 5 chords, the first chord and the 4th and 5th chord will be held out for 2 beats each, and the C to C/B will just be held for 1 beat each. So if I'm counting along, the intro will just sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now moving on to the verse, we have the exact same chords, except now we're going to implement a strumming pattern here. Our strumming pattern is going to be really simple. It's just going to be a down, down, mute, or a down, down, slap. So the slap is more or less a down strum, except you're muting the strings as you come down for that strum, so it gives you that muted sound. Otherwise, you can't just drop the palm of your hand onto the strings so that they don't ring out on that mute. Now you're going to play that strumming pattern for the 1st, the 4th and 5th chords. For the C to the C/B, we are just strumming them once and there's no strumming pattern there. So altogether the verse will sound like this. Down, down, slap. Down, 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 slap. Down, down, slap. Down, down, slap. Next we get to the chorus, which is very, very simple. It's just a 4-chord chord progression that goes E minor, then A minor, then D, and then G. Now in this chorus, you're going to strum each chord once and just let it ring out, so really nice and easy. Each chord gets held out for 2 beats, so the chorus will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After the second chorus, there's a build up into the bridge, and what we're going to do there is just play the exact same chorus chords, but we're just going to implement a really easy down, 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 down strumming pattern. You're going to play that strumming pattern once for each chord, and the build up will just sound like this. And you just get progressively louder and louder as it builds up to the bridge. Now when we get to the bridge, we're going to use the exact same chorus chords. However, we're going to implement a different strumming pattern here. Our strumming pattern will go something like this. Down, 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 mute, down, 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 up. Now there's going to be 2 chords within each strumming pattern, and you'll see that up in the annotations here. For example, for the E minor to the A minor, we're going to have the E minor for the first 4 down strums and the mute, and then we're going to go to the A minor after the mute. So for the E minor to the A minor, it'll sound like this. Down, 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 mute, down, 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 up. And the same thing applies for the D to the G. So it's down, 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 mute, down, 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 up. And with the mute, you can just drop your palm onto the strings to let it stop ringing out. Or you can do the muted strum, so where you strum down, but you use your palm to hit the strings at the same time, so you get that percussive slap. And in total, the bridge will sound like this. Down, 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 mute, down, 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 up, down, 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 mute, down, down, down. That's all for the rhythm, so now we'll get to the lead parts in the song, which are really nice and easy. For the verse, we have a riff that goes like this. We're going to take our middle finger and put it on the 5th fret relative to the capo on the 4th string, and we're going to take our index finger and put in the 4th fret of the 3rd string relative to the capo. So note that all the tab up here is relative to a capo. We're going to pluck the 4th string and then the 3rd string with a down up picking motion, and you're going to do that twice. So down up, down up. But the other thing we're going to do with this riff is actually palm mute. So you're going to take the fleshy bit of your palm and lightly rest it on the edge of the bridge. Now if you go too far in with your palm, the notes won't ring out. But if you're right on the edge of the bridge, then you'll hear the note. So that first bar will sound like this. Down, up, down, up. And then for the next bar, it's really nice and easy. With our middle finger already here, we're going to pluck this twice with that down, up. And then your index finger goes down 1 fret to the 4th fret. And I'm going to pluck this twice. And then we're going to change positions. Our ring finger goes to the 7th fret of the 5th string relative to the capo, and our index finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string. And we're going to simply alternate between the strings. Down, up, and then do that twice. So the 3rd bar will sound like this. Down, up, down, up. And then the 4th bar is exactly the same, so you just repeat that. Again, this is all palm muted. And in total, the verse riff will sound like this. Finally, we get to the bridge riff, which is nice and easy. We're going to start with our middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So that's our first chunk right there. The next little phrase is the 7th fret of the 1st string. We're going to play that with our pinky finger. And then our index finger goes onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Pluck that and slide up to the 5th fret. So that second chunk. And then our next chunk is quite similar, but we're going to start with the 3rd fret of the 1st string, pluck that, pluck it again, and then slide up to the 5th fret. So that chunk. And then the final chunk is just the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and then we go back to the 5th fret of the 2nd string with our middle finger. And the riff in total. And repeat. So now I'm going to be playing the song in its entirety. I'm going to have a vocal track on top for some context. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to head over to GuitarZero2Hero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Make sure you also subscribe to my second YouTube channel, GuitarZero2Hero Express, where I just post the covers for these songs so you can play along and practice too. You can check that out in the link up here and the link in the description below. As always, if you've liked this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on the updates. Be sure to leave your thoughts, comments, questions, or requests below, and I'll see you guys next time on GuitarZero2Hero. Cheers.